I learned to use a computer. Thanks for sticking around. I think I'm the last one. So I'm Scott from Realm, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about a new way to persist and query data on React Native. We at Realm are super psyched about React Native. We've been supporting mobile developers and building their apps, and it seems like a lot of people are using React Native. It seems like today, just talking to people, it's like all of you are using React Native, so we're really excited to be jumping on board. If you need to build a native app, you probably need to persist some data, at least, in your app. You can't just load everything from the cloud when you have a native app. And out of box, React Native gives you async storage, which is great. You have a key value store, in a sense. The keys and the values are strings, so that works for certain simple kinds of persistence, but a lot of times you need a more structured solution, which means you probably need a database. And I'm sure you've all heard of SQLite. SQLite is an embedded database. It's great. It's used in tons of applications. Some people say it's the most deployed database out there. But you have to write SQL or use an abstraction layer, ORM. And certain classes of problems are a little bit more difficult with SQL because it's based on tables and rows and columns. So, for instance, many-to-many relationships, migrations can be a little difficult at times. So that brings us to Realm. Realm is a database that hundreds of millions of people rely on in the apps they use. Tons of great apps use Realm already, lots of big companies and small. And Realm, it works on iOS and Android. We have language bindings for Objective-C and Swift and Java. And now, as of today, we also have language bindings for JavaScript for React Native. And that works on both iOS and Android, which is an achievement, trust me. Realm is not an ORM. We're not built on top of SQLite. We're actually built from the ground up. The database is designed for mobile applications and for the objects and object relationships that you typically need in building mobile applications. This is just what defining like a schema for a certain object would look like in JavaScript. So we have object references, lists of objects. You can have bunches of primitive types in there, even raw data as array buffers. So lots of powerful features. You can write queries, of course. You can filter and sort your data, and it's all done lazily. So nothing's pulled out of the database until it needs to show up on screen. And we have transactions. So if you need to modify your data, you do that all in a single transaction. So if you have an exception or a crash right in the middle of modifying your data, the data is safe. You don't have to worry about any kind of corruption or anything like that. And for React Native, we integrate with the ListView. We have actually our own ListView subclass that's optimized for Realm collections. So it gives you a really super fast list view. It's efficient, very memory efficient, and CPU efficient. And speaking of efficiency, we ran some benchmarks on React Native with Realm and SQLite, and I'd say we fared pretty well in those benchmarks. I have to give a shout out to TaskRabbit, actually. We gave them early access. They just recently rebuilt their Tasker app for their rabbits in React Native. And since they use Realm, we work with them on integrating Realm for React Native and got some really great feedback from them. So thank you, TaskRabbit, for that. As of today, We're open source on GitHub. So that's the URL, realm/realm.js. So check it out, and file issues, send us PRs. We really want to make this thing better. Obviously, lots of work yet to be done. So how do you get to using Realm in React Native? Simple, npm install Realm. Go to realm.io for documentation. There's a great guide there for integrating Realm into your app for iOS and Android. And Realm's super great about helping people over Twitter and email. They really want to help all of you build great apps. So thank you.